That's why you don't want Teresa near them?
Teresa's beautiful, young, full of high spirits. She thinks she's invincible. But the Cranes have an iron grip on this town. Teresa gets tied up with them and they'll let her down. They'll crush that beautiful spirit right out of her. I won't let that happen.
I don't think she's gonna be anywhere near the Cranes.
I hope you're right. I want my sister to be happy. And she's never gonna be unless she puts that idea of her and Ethan Crane out of her head for good.
It's so outrageous that someone would come after you, of all people, Ethan.
I'm sure Ethan will be off the phone in a minute.
That's nice of you to say, Sheridan. But this local girl obviously has a vendetta against me.
Well, it's interesting, though, that none of the accidents that she's caused have been life-threatening.
True. So far, she's only taken a toll on my clothing. And my ego.
Well, maybe there's another reason for what she's done.
Sure there is. She's a painter who works in unorthodox materials, and she's picked me to be her canvas.
I didn't mean that. Did it ever occur to you that maybe she's trying to get your attention?
Yeah, well, I think she's succeeded at that.
Because she's got a crush on you?
Did you just say she has a crush on me? I think we have a bad phone connection.
No, hear me out. It makes perfect sense.
Absolutely. I mean, I love paint and fish guts and ice cream on the girls I'm attracted to.
I'm not saying that the girl is wound that tightly, but maybe it's some misguided attempt to get you to notice her, like her.
Not only do I not like her, Sheridan, I loathe and detest her. I mean, if this is her idea of letting me know she loves me, then she's sicker than I thought. Aside from the fact I'm nuts about Gwen, I could never love this girl. Not even if she was the last woman on Earth.
I have to go, Gwen.
What's the matter, Teresa? Are you crying?
Oh, no, it's just allergies.
Well, I've got to hang up, Ethan. We should be landing soon.
You sure you don't want me to pick you up?
No. I had my new car dropped off at the airport. I'm looking forward to the drive home.
Okay. I can't wait to see you, Sheridan.
Same here.
And Sheridan, don't let what happened with Jean-Luc turn you off from all men. I think you're gonna meet the guy you deserve right here near home.
Forget it, Ethan. You're no guys from anywhere for me. I've sworn off all of them. In fact, I pity the next guy who looks at me sideways. He might just end up paying for all my past mistakes.
Well, I'm glad that you told me. I'll warn every male in sight. No, seriously. Sheridan, I'll make a deal with you. I'll put a stop to this girl who's been stalking me if you promise not to put yourself in a position to be hurt by another guy again.
Deal, Ethan. See you soon.
Who's that?
Pilar's daughter, Teresa, she couldn't wait any longer.
Shoot, I wanted to talk with her.
I'll be right back, Charity. I'm just gonna go to the ladies' room.
Okay, Mom.
Hey, there you are, Simone. How's Kay doing?
Oh, Kay's doing great. She's having a wonderful time.
That's good. My sister's really something. She ought to be a juggler. She's so good at keeping things up in the air.
Would you care to elaborate on that, Jessica?
All I meant was, Kay's really talented. I wish I could be more like her.
Well, will y'all excuse me? I'm gonna go powder my nose. I'll be right back. Thanks.
Can you believe how careless some people are with other people's feelings, Miguel?
Like who, Kay?
That girl from the carnival that I said to be your mystery date tonight? She shouldn't have said she'd show when she knew she wouldn't. I hate to say it, Miguel, but she stood you up.
No, she didn't. I spoke to one of the waiters. He saw her come in. She's here.
But that's impossible.
You just didn't see her.
What are you doing, Java? What's gonna happen next?
Better go. Now, the thing that bugs me the most about the Cranes is how they think they're better than the rest of us. That they believe they can get away with things that nobody else can. Unfortunately, they're usually right.
What do you mean?
Look, I'm not blaming my boss, Sam Bennett. He just took over as police chief a couple weeks ago. But the old chief and the mayor, they constantly played favorites with the Cranes. I mean, they looked the other way every time they broke the law.
Well, that's not right.
Tell me about it. Fair is fair, whether you're rich or poor. It's not supposed to be one set of rules for the rich folks and a whole other set for the rest of us.
Well, can't you do something about it?
Yeah, I can start treating the Cranes the same way I treat everyone else. No special favors, no special deals. You do the crime, you do the time. I don't care what your last name is. You call me crazy, but I'm not gonna play the game anymore. You know what? If it costs me my job, so be it. At least I'll know I lost it doing the right thing.
You know what? You are more like Teresa than I think you even know.
Man, what's that supposed to mean?
I mean, what you're saying, it sounds great, but don't you think it's kind of like Teresa and her dreams? A little unrealistic? I mean, the Cranes are so powerful in this town.
So just because they're holding all the cards, we're supposed to lay down and let the Cranes walk all over us?
Well,
You ought to know it better than anybody that the fight's worth it, Whitney.
why me?
Come on, let's get real here. I mean, your folks have done great. They're African Americans who have made it.
And my parents have worked very hard for what they have.
You got it. They've worked hard, and so have their parents and their parents before them, just like my people. And they fought battles that no one thought they had a chance in hell of winning because they knew that discrimination, whether it's based on color or class, is dead wrong. Now, I'm sure it wasn't easy for them. No, it still isn't. But worthwhile things, like true justice for all, never are. Now that's why I gotta take a stand.
Now I know why Teresa looks up to you so much.
Or maybe it's just like you said. I'm as big a dreamer in my own way as Teresa is in hers. Now I'm really late. Tell Teresa I'll talk to her tomorrow. I'm gonna make it my business to make sure that she doesn't talk to Ethan Crane and that family anymore.
Can I at least warn her about how mad you are?
Sure. But make sure you tell her it's because I love her so much. I won't stand by and watch anyone hurt my sister. Especially if they have the last name of Crane.
Let Teresa go, Ethan. She wasn't feeling all that well.
What was the matter?
She said her allergies were acting up.
Darn. I mean, I know it's a long shot, but maybe Pilar's daughter can help me track down that girl who's been stalking me.
I know, but you can ask her tomorrow.
Yeah, I will. So tell me about this Teresa anyway.
Well, it's hard to tell. She was different now from when I first met her.
How's that?
Well, when I first met her, she was pretty tense and nervous.
Is that all that surprising? I mean, this place and all of us
Mm-hmm.
has to be a little intimidating for our housekeeper's daughter.
Well, that's exactly what I thought. Only now, when Teresa was leaving, she still seemed shy, but there was something else about her. Sadness, I thought.
Well, that's strange. Hope nothing happened to make her feel bad while she was here. Maybe we should go to her house and check on her.
That bad, Teresa?
It was the worst night of my entire life, Whitney.
Oh no, Ethan recognized you, didn't he? Was he horribly mean? I mean, he didn't hurt you, did he?
He never even saw my face, Whitney.
You're kidding. Well, that's great. Why are you so upset?
I opened up my heart to him about how I had a crush on him ever since I was a little girl. I told him about the dream world I made up when I was a kid. I imagined it as the one place where Ethan and I could be together. First, just as children, so each of us would have someone to play with when we were lonely, and then later when I got older, was when I fantasized he would fall in love with me.
You never told me about that.
I never told anyone until tonight.
I don't get it. You said Ethan didn't see you, so how did you get to tell him all this stuff?
I was in his room and he was in the bathroom. I thought he could hear me, but he never heard what